Good evening. Can you hear me? Give me a second. You all, can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. I got your marks first. Okay. How about your marks? Last week exam. Okay. I have your marks list. Who is the highest marks? Highest marks. Mark. I think. Highest. Wait. Yeah, Kabir is the highest marks. 86. Very good. 86. The second place. Who is the second place? Yeah, Dihini, you got the second place, and Tanya third place, 70. Dihini 77. Okay, only 2A passes yet. Are there me? Again, more than 75, only 2 marks. Are they all between 60 to 50 and 70, right? 61 Udanya, 52 Amina. Who else? Amara, I have missed your paper. I'll send it soon. Who else? Yenul 53, Salmia, Fatima 63, Salmia 41, and yeah. Okay, I think you are very good, more than last previous exam. It Kalintib exam you little bit improved, but still not happy. Still not. You are ready for the exam because it is not a full paper. It's a very simple paper. Only you had 3 essay paper, 3 essay questions. Okay, after yeah, today I'm going to discuss the same paper, and next week means tomorrow and Friday, we have time to complete our natural product lesson. After complete natural product lesson, you have another exam next Tuesday morning, and next Tuesday mean next Tuesday, today 12th and 19th. 19th of Tuesday morning, you have another exam. For this exam, you have 4 essay questions. 4 essay questions, and I'll send the structure of the paper. Still, only essay paper is ready. Now, essay paper is ready. You have 4 essay questions. I'll send other paper structure. I'll send into your group. Okay. Hi. Okay. Let's start the paper. Why today absent some students? What a kaduini either. Only 10. Amina, Joel, Udan absent. Okay, let's start first essay part. I think essay part is most challenging part for you. Okay, let's start essay part. Then after, let's come to MCQ paper. Okay. Okay, always in exam, some questions are little bit complicated, coming with little bit complicated diagrams and advanced some sketch diagrams coming. But you have to careful. Actually, these questions are very simple. The thing is, you have to understand first this given information and diagrams. If you got some idea about these diagrams and information, if you have an imagination, if you can read the question and can have some imagination like a story. Actually, these questions are very simple. The lesson we discuss things again, ask very simple questions. These questions are very simple. Questions are very simple. The thing you have to understand their information. Okay, let's start. The aerial view of a linear section of an aircraft is given in the figure 1. The aerial view mean if you observe the upside. I think ET students doing this in engineering drawing. Yes, the aerial view. If you view on upside, the aerial view of a linear section of an aircraft is given in the figure 1. This linear section is depicted in XY plane and the necessary distance can be obtained by using given coordinates. Necessary distance can be, that's very important. Necessary distance can be obtained by using given coordinates. That's when distance are not given. Sometimes you can think this dash line length is 12. No, it is wrong. The 12 means this dash line y coordinate. See, necessary distance can be obtained by using given coordinates. Any distance not given in the figure, only coordinates are given. Coordinates vitarai dila thiyenne. This aerial view is symmetric about y-axis. Okay, this is a y-axis. It is symmetric. Symmetric means shapes and sizes all same both sides, right? Then below. Okay, this is a view and there are h coordinates, h and bending point coordinates, right? Each x and y coordinates given. They are x coordinate and their y-axis cutting coordinates. This dash line y-axis cutting coordinate 12. This curve section y-axis cutting coordinate 16. In coordinate geometry we discussed, right? This dash line 3, 1, 0, minus 3, minus 4, minus 6, minus 12, minus 15, minus 18, minus 19, 20. They all are y coordinates, y-axis cutting coordinates, intersecting coordinates, right? They are x-axis coordinate. X-axis coordinate. Minus 16, minus 6, minus 5, minus 2, 0, 2, 5, 6, 16. Right? Understood? Fatima? Understood? They are not length, they are coordinates. That's the first thing you need to understand. That's the first point you need to understand, right? Okay, let's move into question number 1. Calculate the following using coordinates marked on the figure. Trunk area of ACIU. ACIU. Still your essay question answering pattern is not well improved. You have to improve more because you writing unnecessary things still. When I checking your answers, still you writing unnecessary things. As example, who Udan, Udan, more than last month exam, she is well this time, but still you're doing some unnecessary things, writing unnecessary steps, unnecessary explanations, unnecessary explanation. Who else? Yeah, Kabir Goat and Fatima I can't remember. Yeah, Fatima also. Okay, today I will explain how to write answers for essay questions. One point. Always you need to answer into according to the question. Point no need any unnecessary thing. That's the problem for your time management. Okay, it will affect your time management because you have to answer for 4 essay questions within 2 hours. Within 2 hours, and 4 structured essay questions within 1 hour. Okay, that's a challenge actually. This calculation, if you go through these lessons, all questions you can complete, but the time management is the most important thing. Sometimes last time also they already know statistic questions, they already know everything, but the time is a problem. Therefore, you have to practice answer into the point. Point right? The point. Okay, I'll explain today for essay question pattern, answering pattern. Okay, the trunk area of ACIU. ACIU. Okay, first you can find ACIU on the diagram points. This is A, this is C, and it is I, U. Now, what is the shape of this ACIU? ACIU. It is like a rectangle, right? It's a rectangle. And what is this width? What is the width? You can use by x coordinates, x-axis coordinate. It is -2 plus 2. What is the distance between +2 and -2? It is 2 plus 2, 4 units. 4 units. 4 units. 4 units. Right? 4 units. What is the total height? What is the y coordinate at C point? This dash line 12. Other side IU dash line -12. 12 to -12. Plus side it is 12 and 12, 24 units. 24 units. 24 units. Then let's move into answer script. Question number 1, part A, part 1. ACIU area. ACIU area. Otherwise, it will be sometimes you writing answers. I can't find what you're doing without any steps. You're doing only calculations. It is very difficult to find out your answers. You have to clearly explain your answers because in marking panel, when you mark, when the marking panel marking your answers, they always try to easy to find your answers. If it is difficult to find your steps, they will lose your marks. Marks. You have to clearly mention your steps and the answers. ACIU area. What is the rectangle? Length into width. 24 into 4. 96. Yeah, 4 into 96. What's the unit? What's the unit of data? Square unit, yes. I told on Cartesian plane, if you get some distance, it is the value coming from units. See, 24 units, 4 units. Then if you got the area, it is square units. Square units. Square units. Square units. Units. Square. Or you can write in word square units. Square units. You can't write like this. It's wrong, completely wrong. Sometimes It's correct. No, it is 96 square, not square units. Right? Okay. Question part 2. The front wing area of DEFGH. The front wing area. The front wing area. Okay, this is a DEFGH, no? DEFGH. Okay, this is the shape. This is the shape. Okay, tell me, send me, if you got this part, this shaded part, what is this shape name? What's the name of this shape? You know, what is the name of this shape? What's the name of this shape? Great job. Dihini, what is the name of this shape? Yeah, it's a trapezium. How to identify whatever trapezium? How to identify Komadapi Anduragan? How to identify? This is a characteristic. Remember, lot of exam essay area volume questions based on trapezium, because trapeziums in different shapes. See, how to identify trapezium? Before that, what are the characteristics of parallelogram? Do you know parallelogram? Okay, it's a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram, right? If it is parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel to each other, right? This is a characteristic of parallelogram. This one parallel to opposite one, this side parallel to opposite side, right? If it is trapezium, what are the characteristics? If it is trapezium, two sides parallel, only two sides parallel, whatever vertical or horizontal, two sides parallel, other two not parallel, other two sides not parallel, made in a parallel. That's a characteristics. Okay, then how to get the area of trapezium? This parallel two sides, think it is A and think it is B. A plus B over 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height between two parallel sides. That is very important. Perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. They are the parallel side. The perpendicular distance, think it is h. Get it is h. Okay, this is the equation. A plus B over 2 into h. A plus B over 2 into h. Right? Okay. Now, what are the parallels of two parallel sides of this trapezium? EF and this side, right? G side. EF and G side. How to identify they are parallel? How to identify as they are parallel? Because they both points E and F both has one x-axis point, right? X coordinate of E and F both 60. G and this point no value, think it is x or something. Gx, they both points has same x value, x-axis value. Therefore, EF and Gx both vertical. All vertical lines are parallel, right? All vertical lines are parallel. Therefore, EF parallel to Gx. gx. Now there it is a trapezium. It's a trapezium shape. Okay. Okay, I think it is part 1. A. Think it is, no, it is first one, part 1. This is a part 2. This is second part of this wing front wing. It is 2, right? Okay, now I am going to get second part. First, trapezium area. First trapezium area. Okay, how to get this first trapezium area? We have to find EF length and GX length. EF length and GX length first. Okay, what is the EF length? What is the F coordinate? -6. E coordinate -4. Then what is the distance? 2 units. 2 units. 2 units. What is the G coordinate? -3. X coordinate? X if not, it will be complicated because the x axis. Think it is S. What is the S coordinate? 1. Then what is the distance? G coordinate -3, S coordinate +1. What is the distance -3 and +1? Between -3 and +1. Great, it is 4. 4 units. 4 units, right? 4 units. It's 4 units. We have 4 units. 4 units. 4 units. Okay, now 2 and 4. 2 parallel sides are okay. 2 plus 4 divided by 2. Then what is the perpendicular height? H. What's the perpendicular height? The perpendicular height means the perpendicular distance between 2 parallel sides, right? The perpendicular distance between 2 parallel sides. Okay, in this diagram, they are the parallel sides. Then you have to get in this axis, right? This perpendicular distance. This x-axis value 6 and EF points x-axis value 16. Then you can get the perpendicular height. What's the perpendicular height? It's 10. 16 minus 6, it's 10. Now you can get 4 plus 6 over 2. Not 6, 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 over 2 into 10. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, it is 3. 3 into 10, it is 30. 30 square units. 30 square units. 30 square units. Okay, next. Second, what is the second shape? What is the shape of this part? The remaining part? What is the shape of this remaining part? The remaining part? What is the shape? Unshaded part. GH, SD. Yeah, that one also another trapezium. Why? This is a vertical line. This DH also vertical line. Then they are parallel. That one also trapezium. Yes, the remaining part also a trapezium. Then again I'm going to get the second trapezium area. Clearly write down your answers in essay paper. Then you can get full marks without losing marks. Second trapezium. Second trapezium area. Second, this is an exam paper, exam question, right? I think 2019 as I remember. Yeah, second trapezium area. Okay. Second trapezium area, SG, I found it is 4 units. Now I have to find HD distance. Okay, what is the H coordinates? -3. D coordinates +3. Then what is the distance? 6 unit. 3 plus 3, 6 units. 6 unit. 6 unit. 6 units. 6 units. Now, and what is now 6 plus 4, it is 10. 10 divided by 2, 5. What's the perpendicular height? The perpendicular height means the perpendicular distance between two parallel sides. This line, right? 2 to 6. Yeah, 2 to 6. Then 6 minus 2, it is 4. 6 minus 2, it is 4. 6 plus 4 divided by 2 into 4. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 divided by 2, 5. 5 into 20, 5 into 4, 20 unit squared. Unit squared. 20 unit squared. Okay, now you can get the total front wing area. Total front wing area 20 plus 30, it is 50. 50 unit squared. 50 unit squared. Okay, this is a full answer for question number part A, question number 2, part 2. So complete. Sarmia, are you there? Sarmia, you're complete. Okay. Okay, let's move into question number, first one done, second one done. Let's move into third one. The rear wing area of JKLM. 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 Yeah, this is a JKLM. JKLM. The small wing area. Yeah, this one. JKLM. Her. Now, it's important. This is a JKLM, right? Okay, what is the shape of this JKLM? You know, what is the shape of this JKLM? I don't know, is it trapezium or not? Dihini, is it trapezium or not? Yeah, it's not a trapezium. It's not a trapezium. Yeah, It's not a trapezium. Why? JK not parallel to JM. Sorry, KL not parallel to JM. Why? This JM is a slant one. It has two J points and M point has two x coordinates. See, they have two x coordinate. It's a slant one. Slant one. It's a slant one. But KL is a vertical one. KL vertical. Both points same x-axis. 5. Right? Okay, but you can convert this shape into trapezium like this. See this? Careful. Understand. Okay, if I complete this diagram like this J2, if I draw line like this diagram also I can draw like this, right? And I can draw a vertical line like this, right? And now it is a trapezium. Think it is this point R. Think it is R, right? If you got RKLM trapezium. RKLM is a trapezium, right? RKLM is a trapezium, but JKLM not a trapezium. Okay. Actually, directly we can't get JKLM area, front wing area. Therefore, I am going to get RKLM, full trapezium area. The second one, third one, full trapezium area. Full trapezium area. Full trapezium area. How to get this full trapezium area? You have to find out values, lengths. Okay, what is it? KL distance. L coordinate 20, K coordinate 19. Then what is the distance? 1 unit. Then what is the MR distance? Okay, that's important. Can you send me? Can you find it? MR distance. Okay, M coordinate 18, minus 18. R coordinate clearly given here. It is minus 4.75. This point. That one also given. Minus 14.75. Then you can find the MR distance. 18 minus 14.75. 18 minus 14.75. What's the value? 3 point. This distance 3 point. Kabir, 3.75, 25 units. And 3.25 units. Yeah, correct. 3.25 units. Okay. Now parallel sides, two parallel sides. Okay. Get the perpendicular height. What's the perpendicular height? The perpendicular height R coordinate, R x-axis coordinate 1.5, right? R x-axis coordinate 1.5. M coordinate also 1.5. Then KL x-axis coordinate 5. Then 5 minus 1.5 is the perpendicular height. 5 minus 1.5 mean it is 3.5, no? 5 minus 1.5, 3.5. Now, the full trapezium area 1 plus 3.25 divide by 2 into what is the perpendicular height? 3.5. They are very important. 4 plus, so sorry, 4.25 over 2 into 3.5. Okay, can you send this value? 1 plus 3.25, 4.25, 4.25 divided by 2, it is 2.125. 2.125 into 3.5. 7 point value, I think. Yeah. 7 point value, Kakni? Fatima. Yeah, 7.43. 7.43 square units. Units squared. Units squared. It is not the final answer. 7.43 square units. It is not the final answer. It is a complete trapezium area. It is not the front wing area, right? Then you can calculate this is small. You have to calculate this small triangle area and subtract from total trapezium area. Then you can get the front wing area. Now it is a small triangle, right? It's a small triangle. It's a small triangle like this. It's a small triangle. Like this. It's a small triangle. Okay. First of all, you can find this is a this triangle. This is a base. Base. Let's find this base height or base length. Okay, it is 18 and 14.75. Previously, I got it is 3.25. This is a base 3.25. And what is the perpendicular height? What's the perpendicular height? The perpendicular height is given in the x-axis 1.5 and 1.2, 1.75. It's very small distance. What's the value? 0.25. 0.25. 0.25. Okay, now you can get the triangle area. Triangle area. Triangle area half into base 3.25. 3.25 into height, its small value is 0.25. Okay, half into base into height, right? Okay, can you send this value? 3.5 into 0.25 divided by 2. It's 0 point value, small value, I think. Quickly. 0.4. Okay, 0.4 square units. Units square. 0.4 unit square. 0.4 unit square. Square units. Okay, now you can get front rear wing area. Rear wing area. That means JKLM area. JKLM area 7.43. 7.43 minus 0.4. It is 4 subtract 4, then 7.03 unit squared. Square unit. That's the final answer. That's final answer. Very simple. Always trapezium questions. Tanija, I got. Okay, let's move into next one. Okay, quickly note down if you want. Okay. The next one, Sandan, taking the area of ABC as 10 square units. ABC 10 square unit. ABC means this curve section. This curve part is ABC, right? ABC 10 square units. 10 square units. And the area of UINP 18 square units. UINP 18, that means this base part, the final part, 18 square units. And the total area of the linear section of it, that means the complete area of the section is asking. Okay, how to get this complete area? Yeah, it is 10 and the trunk area 96 and front wings, two front wings, that means 50 plus 50, 100, and 7.30 plus 7.30, right? Two front rear wings, Okay, if you add these all values, that's the answer. It's very simple. Third part. The thing is, to get this correct answer, you have to correctly calculate previous answers. If not, this one also wrong. Okay. 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 Let's start from ABC curve section. It is 10 total area. 10 plus trunk area 96, two front wings 100, two front wings 100, and two rear wings 7.30. That mean 2 mean 14.06, because two rear wings finally final part 80. Okay, that's the total area. You can add 100, 196, 200, 206, 224, 224, 34, 38, 238.06. Am I correct? Haridhan? Fatima? Yeah, 238.06 square units. These square units compulsory. If not, if you wrote only answer, don't have marks. But I gave marks, but next time you don't have marks if you missed units. Okay, let's go into B part. Consider ABC curved section in the diagram represented by the quadratic function of y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. That we already know the common formula, the common equation. So is it mean do we have to add units for each and every step? No need each and every steps, but compulsory to final answer you have to mention the unit. If not, you don't have marks. Only final answer. මේවට දාන්න ඕනේ. Take additional time. Only final answer you have to mention the unit. Okay, consider that ABC curved section in the diagram represented by the quadratic function y equal ax square plus bx plus c. Yes, that we already know. A parabolic shapes quadratic function common equation y equal ax square plus bx plus c. The question part 1, what are the coordinates of the vertex of the quadratic function? Vertex mean that you already discussed in the lesson. Vertex mean the turning point, or the if it is maximum curve, its maximum point is a vertex, the maximum point. Okay, in the given diagram, this is a maximum point, that means B point, that's a vertex or turning point. Now is it curve maximum or minimum? Is it maximum quadratic function or minimum? Yes, it is maximum. They are the minimum quadratic function this year, right? Yeah, that we already discussed. Okay, this is a ABC curve. ABC curve. This is a ABC curve. Then the question asks B coordinates. B coordinates. What are the coordinates of B? B coordinates. X-axis 0 and y-axis 60. B coordinates. Question part B. Part 1. B coordinates 0 x value 60. Always this is the order, x value comma y value, right? X coordinate value comma y coordinate value. X coordinate value comma y coordinate value is the order. If you write in coordinates of on any point, yeah, matakai, they are simple things, right? Okay. Next one, what is the sign of the value of A? A mean this one. A. Sign mean plus or minus, positive or negative. In the quadratic function, and give the reason for your answer. Okay, send me, is it maximum or minimum? It's a maximum one. Therefore, A value is a negative value, that we already discussed, clearly explained you. If it is A value, I told A value minimum, it is A value minus. Sorry, if it is A value, A sign is minus, it is maximum curve. If it is A value plus, it is minimum curve. Now the curve is maximum, then A value minus, A value negative. Second one, A is a negative value. What's the reason? What's the reason? The graph is a maximum curve. That's the reason. If it is minimum, it is positive, A value. Okay, that's the answer. Next one. Third one. The third one is the most important part. Who is correct this equation? I think all are wrong. Anyone correct this one? This third part? Kabir, are you correct? Yeah, you also. Yeah, wrong. Wrong. Yeah, all are wrong. Okay, actually it's simple. Fatima correct. Let me check. Yes, she is correct. Okay. But she don't have, Fatima, you don't have mentioned all steps. But I have given all marks, no problem. Okay, for this part, this quadratic equation part, you have 30 marks. You know, one essay question, what is the total marks? One essay question, the total mark is 150. 150. I think you know how to calculate marks. 150 into, you have to answer for 4 essay question. It's 150 into 4. It's 600. For structured essay, 100 into, for one structured essay 100 into 4. It's 400. The second paper total marks 1000. 1000. But it is again divided into 20. Make a 20 bedena. 1000 divided by 20, it is 50. This the final marks for second part value. Think it is if you got 40, this 40 from 50 means 40 gattottu this 40 add to the MCQ marks. In MCQ part, if you got 35, then you have 75A. Okay. For this equation part, you have 30 from 150. And 150 question 30 marks තියෙන. Okay. Obtain the quadratic equation of the curve using the given coordinates in the figure. Okay, given coordinates. Given coordinates. Okay, I'll get another page. Third one. Okay, I'll draw a sketch diagram for easy understanding. This is a curve. This is a curve and this is a y-axis. It is B and A and C, right? A, B, C curve. Okay, what is the B coordinates? Sorry, B point coordinates that we already got 0, 60. 0, 60. A coordinates. A coordinates. What's the A point coordinates? You know. What is the A point coordinate? Yeah, I want A point coordinates. Coordinates mean x and y both values. A point x value. Oh, stuck. No. A point coordinates. A coordinates, this point coordinates. It's y value 12, y value 12, y value 12, good. X value minus 2, then minus 2 comma 12, minus 2 comma 12, minus 2 comma 12, minus 2 comma 12. C point coordinates, y coordinates same 12. Both symmetric, and therefore it should be plus 2. Plus 2 comma 12. Right? Okay, this is a sketch diagram. Sketch diagram. Now, what is our common equation? Our common equation y equal ax squared plus bx plus c. Y equal ax squared plus bx plus c is our common equation. Okay, in first step, we can substitute 0 comma 16. 0 comma 16 means b point coordinates. That means turning point coordinates substitute to the common equation. Okay, what is the turning point y coordinates? 16, right? Turning point y coordinates 16. Api y value 16 da. 16 equal ax squared. Ax squared means a into x value 0. 0 squared plus b into 0 plus c. Okay, within one step, we can say a into 0 squared 0, b into 0 0, c. Now c equals 16. This is our first part, first achievement. In first step, I got the c value. C equals 60. C equals 60. In the second step, I am going to substitute this point. 2 comma 12 substitute in the common equation. 2 comma 12 substitute in the common equation. Then 2.12. Our second point substitute to the common equation. I'll end on next common equation. You don't need to write down again. Y 12 now, because 12 equal ax squared, a into x squared 2 squared plus b into 2, it is x, b into x, bx plus c value you already know 60. B value 60. Now 12 2 squared 4a plus 2b plus 60. Now 16 is a value, 16 is a constant, 16 get into left side. Then 12 minus 16. Then 12 minus 16, it is minus 4. Minus 4 equal 4a plus 2b. It has two unknown factors. If we have two unknown factors, can we solve this by single equation? Can we solve? No. We have to get two equations for two unknown factors. Think it is my equation number 1. This is my equation number 1, right? Okay. Final step, the substitute the remain point also. Substitute minus 2 comma 12, that means a point, substitute to the common equation. Hari. Y value 12 equal ax squared. Now you have to be careful, x value minus 2, right? Minus 2, not plus 2. A into minus 2 squared. Minus 2 squared. Remember, minus 2 squared, not, it's wrong. Minus 2 squared wrong. Why? it's two values. It's coming two values. You can check. Minus 2 squared means plus 4. If you write this way without bracket, it is minus 4 in it. Okay, the minus 2 squared. 2 squared 4, it is minus. 4 multiplied by minus, it is minus 4. But if you write this way, minus 2, complete both factors squared. Then it is 4. Minus 2 into minus 2, it is plus 4. 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 4. 4 into minus, it is minus 4. It's different. Therefore, brackets compulsory. Without brackets, wrong. Plus bx, b into minus 2 plus 60, because c equals 60. Right? Now 16 get into this side, minus 4 equal minus 2 squared plus 4, 4a plus minus, not plus, minus 2 into b minus 2b. 16 අපි ගත්තනේ මෙහෙට. It is minus 4. Think it is my second equation. Second equation. Okay, now I have two unknown factor a and b. A and b, c value already got. A and b, my two unknown factors, and I have two different equations. Then what to do? Solve these two equations as simultaneous equation, right? මේ දෙක simultaneous විදිහට solve කරා. Then you can find a and b. හරි, හතර ගන්න. Now coordinate geometry only up to this level. Coordinate geometry finish. Now you have simultaneous equation. Okay, how to solve? How to solve these equations? What's the best method? Okay, what's the best method? Yeah, b, if you got b, it's plus 2 and minus 2. Then better to adding, no? First equation add to second equation. First equation added to second equation. 4a plus 2b plus 4a minus 2b equal minus 4 plus minus 4. Just add, right? Then plus 2b to minus 2b cancel out. 4a plus 4a, 8a. 8a equal minus 4 plus minus 4 plus minus, it is minus 4, it is minus 8. Minus 8. Then 8 to 8 cancel out. A equal minus 1. A equal minus 1. A equal minus 1. Right? A equal minus 1. Okay, now I got c equal 16 and a equal minus 1. A equal minus 1. ඊට පස්සේ කරන්න තියෙන්නේ a equal minus 1 substitute to first or second whatever equation. හරි, අපි a equal minus 1 ආයි. The color a equal minus 1 substitute into first equation better. Minus 4 equal, मैं यहाँ पे substitute करना first equation. Substitute to first equation, right? Minus 4 equal 4a plus 2b. Minus 4 equal 4a plus 2b. Make up minus 4 equal 4a. 4 into a value equal minus 1. Minus 1. Plus 2b. 2b. Minus 4 equal 4 into minus 1 again minus 4 plus 2b. For this part you have to be very careful. You have to isolate 2b first. 2b, then minus 4 get into left side. Then it is plus 4. Minus 4 plus 4. What happened? Minus 4 plus 4. What's the value? Kabir. Minus 4 plus 4. What's the value? Minus 4 plus 4. Yeah, wait. 0. Because minus 4 to plus 4 cancel out. It is 0. 0 equal 2b. Then b also. Then b equals 0 divided by 2. It is 0. Then b equals 0. B equals 0. Actually, this type, without calculation also we can say b equals 0. Because it's a symmetric one. If it is symmetric one, b value also always 0. B value always 0. Symmetric and okay. However, we have to show it in calculations because it is a essay question, right? Okay. Then I got C value 16, A value minus 1 and B value 0. Now the question asks the quadratic equation of ABC curve. You can write y equal A value minus 1 minus 1 x squared plus 0 b mean again 0, you don't need to mention, 60. This is the final answer. Good, Kabir? Jenul? Dihini? Sanija? Clear? Joel? Amina? Okay. Let's move into C part. Okay. There are two similar fuel tanks. Two similar fuel tanks. Okay, this is a point you have doing mistakes. You have to carefully read questions. There are two similar fuel tanks symmetrically placed inside the wings of aircrafts as shown in the figure 2. Okay, the figure 2 is given. The fuel tank diagram. What is the volume of fuel tank in figure 2? What's the volume of the figure 2? Okay, in volume lesson, do you remember I explained about uniform cross section object and non-uniform cross section object, right? Okay, now send me, is it uniform cross section object or not? Is it uniform cross section object or not? Uniform or not? Uniform cross section mean example cylinder. Cylinder is a uniform cross section object. Cylinder. Same uniform, same cross section. Others, Dihini, what do you think? Yes, yes, it is uniform actual. Sanija. Yeah, you have to think in flat form. It's a flat tank. Flat tank with it's actually uniform cross section. Make it it's not a pyramid shape. See, there are two similar fuel tanks symmetrically placed inside the wings. Wings, wing and this is a shape. It's actually uniform one. Understand? Okay. Think this is a uniform cross section. This is a uniform cross section. What is the shape? I told always exam questions focus into trapezium shapes. It's trapezium, right? This is a this is a this is a uh, surface plane, right? This is a surface plane. This surface plane, Udama, surface plane. And if you go into downward, the same cross section, same as cylinder. See cylinder. Cylinder cross section is a circle, but this fuel tank cross section, this is a cross section. This cross section it is uniform to until the bottom. Same as cylinder. I got. Actually, it is uniform cross section of. Understood? Joel? Sanija? Yeah. Now, for uniform cross section objects, the volume very easy, simple, right? What is the equation? Any uniform cross section object, if you got cylinder, what is the volume? Phi r squared. Phi r squared means uniform cross section area multiplied by the uniform height, uniform cross section available height. Phi r squared h is the volume. Same method. Uniform cross section multiplied by the uniform height. Okay, now the uniform cross section is a trapezium. I'm going to do this paper. First part. Uniform cross section is a trapezium. Okay, first we can get the volume equal area into height. Okay, this is a concept. Okay, now what are the two parallel sides? Okay, this horizontal side HG, it is 1 meter, it is given, and DF, sorry, DZ, it is 3 meters given. Then 1 plus 3 over 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height of the trapezium, not the fuel tank, the perpendicular height of the trapezium, it is given 5, no? 5 meters, and the fuel tank height. Fuel tank, this is a flat surface and it is the depth up to 1 meter. 1 meter. 1 meter. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 divided by 2, it is 2. 2 plus 5 into 10. 10 into 1, it is 10 cubic meter compulsory. Because area is square meter into meter, it is cubic meter compulsory. Without unit, you are wrong. Hence, find the amount of fuels in liters that can be stored in the aircraft. Amount of fuels in liters that can be stored in the aircraft. Okay. Aircraft, not in the fuel tank. The aircraft amount of fuels asking. Always without this hint, I already explained in the lesson. 1 cubic meter. 1 cubic meter means 1 meter length, 1 meter width, and 1 meter height tank. It's always volume 1000 liter. 1 cubic meter means 1000 liter for any liquid, water or fuel or coconut oil or whatever, right? Then the volume in liters for this tank, it is 10,000 because 10 cubic meter. So there is another similar tank in the aircraft. Answer 20,000 liters. 20,000 liters because 2 tanks. See, 2 similar fuel tanks. 20,000 liters. Unit compulsory. Okay, that's the end of question number 1. For this question, you have 150 marks. Okay. Let's move into chemistry question. Okay. It's very important to use biodiesel as an alternative energy source instead of petroleum fuel, which is non-renewable energy source. Yeah, petroleum diesel is a non-renewable energy source. Therefore, biodiesel is a good alternative energy source. Yes, that I already explained in the lesson. Right, to advantage of using biodiesel. Okay, what are the advantage of using biodiesels? Advantage. The main advantage, it's only release carbon dioxide and water vapor. I already explained the burning process. It's only release carbon dioxide and water vapor. But in carbon dioxide and H2O vapor gas. Okay, that's the main advantage. I told in the lesson last week, I explained in petroleum diesel burning. That's why we need to get the emission test. Carbon monoxide, different nitrogenous compounds, especially carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide means CO. Carbon dioxide release and okay, carbon dioxide and water vapor. But if it is excessively release carbon monoxide, CO, and nitrous oxide, N2O, they are harmful gases to our environment. That's why if it is with release excessive carbon monoxide and nitrous oxide, the emission test will be failed, right? Yeah, they are the disadvantage. But every vehicle, this normal diesel burning, petroleum diesel burning, this carbon monoxide and nitrous oxide harmful gases release in minor level. Minor level, it's releasing. But in using biodiesel, we can minimize and we can stop emission of harmful gases. Okay, that's the main advantage. You can write down first one. Question part number 2. Number 2, part A, question number 1. Not releasing harmful gas to environment, to atmosphere. Example, if you want, you can write carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, N2O, sulfur dioxide, SO2. Some of these gases are greenhouse gases that we discussed in the final lesson. Okay, what else? Other advantage, Cannibal? Yeah, this is the main advantage. What else? What are the advantage of using biodiesel instead of petroleum diesel? Dini? Yes, that's another advantage. Good. We can produce biodiesel only biological materials without getting non-renewable resources. I told we can produce what are the raw materials for biodiesel production? Triglyceride. Triglyceride mean animal or plant oil. Yes, animal and plant oil. And what is the second raw material? The second raw material, methanol. I think you can remember. Triglyceride. Make mata can is CH2 triglyceride. This is structure of triglyceride. I think you can remember. Triglyceride react with methanol. Methanol, what is the name? CH3OH. CH3OH. Methanol react, sorry, triglyceride react with, triglyceride mean oil. Oil react with methanol, then it is produced biodiesel and as a byproduct, glycerol, right? Biodiesel and glycerol. Do you remember what is the name of this chemical reaction? What is the name of this chemical reaction? Trans-esterification. The trans-esterification is the name of this reaction. And what are the main catalysts we can use for this reaction? Trans-esterification, what is the main catalyst? Genol. What's the main catalyst we can use for trans-esterification reaction? Yeah, great, Joel. It is sodium hydroxide. Don't mix up. Sodium hydroxide is a main raw material for soap production, for saponification reaction. Saponification, the soap production chemical reaction is saponification. For saponification reaction, the sodium hydroxide and triglyceride react with sodium hydroxide. In the trans-esterification biodiesel production, triglyceride, plant to animal oil, react with methanol as a helping, as a catalyst. We can add sodium hydroxide. It is a, that we call sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. They are aqueous catalyst. Sorry, not aqueous, yeah, aqueous catalyst. Therefore, they called as homogeneous catalyst because they are aqueous, dissolved in water. These reactants also aqueous. That's why we call sodium hydroxide is homogeneous catalyst. Homogeneous catalyst. And do you remember when we use sodium hydroxide and a homogeneous catalyst, it's coming a problem. What is this problem? It's coming a problem for this production process issue. It's coming issue. What is this? Yeah, it's producing unnecessary soap because sodium hydroxide, we are adding sodium hydroxide as a catalyst. Then sodium hydroxide, part of sodium hydroxide, they are react with triglyceride, free fatty acids. Then what happen? Make a biodiesel. Instead of addition to the biodiesel, it's producing small soap layer as well, as a foam layer. Soap, again, unnecessary soap layer. It is unnecessary thing. It's another byproduct. It is another byproduct that reduce the efficiency of the production process of biodiesel production. Okay, that's the main disadvantage of using sodium hydroxide as a catalyst. Okay, I only revise, right? I got tutes. I have posted for all students natural products tute, natural product tutes, polymer tute, and තව එකක් තිබ්බා. fluid mechanism tute. මේ තුනම එක පැක් එකක් විදිහට පෝස්ට් කරලා ඇති. හැබැයි ඊයේ දැන් yeah, Monday I posted. Yeah, check tomorrow. It has 3 tutes: natural products, polymer, fluid mechanism. Give me a second. Okay. Now this is 12th of May. You have another 80 days for exam, right? Therefore, this 80 or 75, final 75 days, right? Okay. Utilize and manage the time during this final 75 days is very important. How to manage your time and with your other works. The other works, how many hours with classes, how many hours you can take for your self studies. This time period very important. Very important self studies time period. At least 6 hours you have to get nowadays. At least minimum, minimum 6 hours you have to spend for your self studies without class time. Class time එක class ඉවරුණාට පස්සේ class මැද with between classes you have to find time for 6 hours, and within this time you have to manage time for all 3 subjects. If not, you can't balance 3 subjects. Okay, in our subjects now within this month we can now natural products part complete. Next week extraction and identification methods we can discuss. Then Friday we can complete the natural products. It's easy lesson. After that we have another 2 weeks to discuss fluid mechanism. එතකොට අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ then only cell structure, it's full theory lesson, and environment chemistry, that one also completely theory lesson. Within before 20th of June we can complete, I think. The thing අපිට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ cell structure වල. Cell structure is a bulk lesson. This is a tute of cell structure. This is a cell structure tute. It has a 70 pages. It's a very long lesson, but it's no any calculation or anything. It's a different production, microbial production, microbial respiration methods, and plant tissue structures, plant cell structures, everything, and animals, tissue culture, simple things. Okay, අපිට තත්කාලි ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, that means environment chemistry also, this is a tute, that's a short lesson. Environment chemistry, it's similar to natural products. Okay, both are theory lessons. එතකොට අපිට next month එකට ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ මේ දෙක විතරයි. That's only. එතකොට fine, let's try to complete at least 20th of June with the what before final week of June. Then we have another 1.5 months to discuss full papers. Full papers. Okay, you have without past papers you have 5 model papers, right? I have prepared 5 model papers, and with 2025 is already there. 2026 ඔයාලගෙත් එකක් එනවනේ. එතකොට තව එකක් ඇඩ් වෙනවා. 6 model papers තියෙනවා 5 මේ, and මම හද my papers another 3 more full papers. They are full papers. මේ ඔබ කරලා නැහැ. Still didn't complete. Okay, මෙතන 6, and we have another 9 full papers to discuss and write as exam. Okay, let's start full papers. Full papers mean 5-hour papers. After next week exam, next week mean 19th exam. 19th also half exam. It's a 4-hour වගේ exam එකක් තියෙන්නේ, 4 hours. Then next week next month first week, that means 26 no exam. 26 we discussing 19th paper. Next week we doing exam, discussing 26, and first week of June, 2nd of June we do it. You have full paper exam. Full paper means 5 hours. 50 MCQ මේ මෙතන එකක් කරමු. We have 9 papers, right? Not easy. Okay, come to paper. Okay, advantage of biodiesel. Yes, advantage. The first one, not releasing harmful gases like petroleum diesel. And the other thing, we can produce biodiesel by natural sources. All natural sources are renewable. Normally we producing petroleum diesel by fossil fuels or crude oil. Crude oil is not a renewable source. Okay, we can produce the second one. Can be produced renewable sources. Example, bioethanol. How to produce bioethanol? Same as ethanol production. I will explain in cell structuralism. Bioethanol using microbial respiration. Bioethanol, microbial fermentation. Sorry, not respiration, fermentation. Bio, not ethanol, methanol. Biomethanol. Biomethanol producing by fermentation of plant sucrose solutions. Plant sucrose. Remember this methanol, it is similar to methanol, color, taste, everything similar to ethanol, right? Ethanol. Methanol means CH3OH. Remember, CH3OH is a methanol. That's the main raw material for biodiesel production. What is the ethanol name? C2H5OH. Made in methanol, ethanol. Its taste, smell, color, everything similar. But remember, methanol is highly toxic. But ethanol not toxic. Ethanol beverage for the producing of beer, wine, producing by ethanol. If it is produce any molecule, any particle of methanol, it is highly toxic. Remember, methanol highly toxic. Biomethanol and plant oils. Oil renewable. Okay, mention one disadvantage of using biodiesel. Okay, actually we have a main disadvantage. I already explained in the lesson. What is the main disadvantage? The production cost. Yes, we need, what are the raw materials? Methanol, if it is cheap methanol very low cost we can produce, but plant oil, if you got coconut oil, how about the price? Okay, that's the main challenge. Sometimes the petroleum diesel production cost extract after purification, after transportation cost and insurance cost, everything adding, the finally the petroleum diesel liter this time 300, around 300 ne 300 then petroleum diesel around 300. But if you produce a biodiesel, cost sometimes per 1 liter it's more than 1000, exceed 1000. Okay, that's the main challenge. The production cost is the main challenge because raw materials are expensive. Okay, but if you got used cooking oil, or if we can find these raw materials in cheap way, option is we can produce in low cost, right? Okay, the main disadvantage, high cost for, or high cost for raw material, high cost for production. within bracket 4 raw materials. Okay, this is the answer for second. Third one. Now wait, 45. Okay, let's do quickly. Briefly describe the Herbert theory on the depletion of petroleum fuel. Okay, in the lesson I have given, the Herbert is a scientist who investigate about the behavior of consumption of petroleum fuel. Okay, what he explained? He explained the consumption pattern, the consumption pattern change of petroleum fuels. Okay, what he explained the, in short form you can write, no need more paragraph answers. The petroleum fuel consumption reach to peak level during current situation, and it's gradually decreasing or depletion due to the limitation Okay, the full theory given in the table. Okay, that's a basic summary. The petroleum fuel production and consumption nowadays gradually increasing. Okay, he explained with the graph. The graph, it is asking next one. It's gradually increasing, and when it is come to a peak level, because it is not renewable. Not renewable mean according to the consumption rate, the production rate is very low. Okay, when it is reached to the maximum peak point, again it is depletion due to the limitation. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉවර වෙනවා කියලා කවදා හරි මෙයා කියලා තියෙනවා. Okay, next one. Graphically illustrate how petroleum production and consumption varies in relation to the Herbert mentions law. Okay, he explained this law, this graph, very simple. This is a graph. This is a graph, this is a time. You have to mention this axis. If not, you don't have marks. Time and consumption or production. I mean, production. Production. Okay, that's a graph. Right. Petroleum production increasing gradually, and it's come to a peak level at some time, and again it is depletion due to the limitation. Because it is not a renewable resources, it's non-renewable source. Okay, come to part B. The equation for the reaction in which biodiesel production is shown below with two blanks P and Q. Okay, this is a now you already know this is the structure of triglyceride. Triglyceride react with P mean methanol, it's CH3OH. CH3OH. This is a glycerol. This is a glycerol. CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. This is a glycerol. That's the main byproduct in biodiesel production. Soap production also byproduct glycerol, right? Okay, then what is a Q? Q. Q mean biodiesel. That's product. Okay, what is the structure of Q? මෙයා ගිහින් මෙතනට සෙට් වෙනවා. CH2O, CH3 combined to this fatty acid. Fatty acid. CH3O, CH3O, C, R. Okay, this is the structure of biodiesel. Biodiesel. Write the chemical names of compounds P and Q. Draw their chemical structures. Not only name, draw their chemical structures separately. Okay, the first one, P equal P methanol. P methanol. This answer P methanol. P methanol. This is a chemical structure. This is a chemical structure CH3OH. CH3OH. This is a Q. Q equal biodiesel. Biodiesel. This is a chemical structure. Do you remember another name for biodiesel? We call methyl ester of long carbon chains. Do you remember? Methyl ester mean it's breakdown ester bonds in triglyceride. I think you can remember. It's breakdown ester bonds of triglyceride and combined with the CH3 group. That's why we call it as methyl ester of long carbon chain. Long carbon chain mean R. R is a long carbon chain. R. Methyl ester of long carbon chain. That's a extra name for biodiesel. Additional name. Similar name. Okay, clear? I got up to now. Joel? How many molecules of biodiesel are produced when a triglyceride, that means one triglyceride, is reacted? Give you a reason for your answer. Okay, how many biodiesel producing? It's 3. Do you remember in the balancing of this equation, it's producing 3 biodiesel and 3 methanol required. Because why? One triglyceride contains 3 fatty acids. All fatty acid producing glycerol molecule. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, it's producing one triglyceride producing 3 biodiesel compounds. 3 biodiesel compound. The reason, second one, 3 biodiesel compounds. The reason triglyceride molecule, not molecule. One triglyceride contain 3 fatty acid groups. Each fatty acid group producing one biodiesel compound. Okay, that's the reason. You don't need to explain more. You don't need to explain many things. The question has only reason. Explain the reason. Yeah, that's the reason, because one triglyceride means, I think you can remember, triglyceride means one glycerol, CH2OH, this is a glycerol. This glycerol combined with 3 fatty acids. Then it has 3 fatty acids. 3 fatty acid, RCOOH, RCOOH, RCOOH. Okay, it's contain 3 fatty acid. This each fatty acid convert into biodiesel. Then one triglyceride, it's producing 3 biodiesel. I got you name? Schedule. Hi. You don't need to draw them. If you explain clearly, that enough. Okay. Which type of reaction is take place in this reaction? That means in the trans-esterification reaction is exothermic or endothermic reaction. What is the type of this reaction? That means methanol react with triglyceride. It is an exothermic reaction. Yes, it is an exothermic reaction. It's heating. The system will be heated. It is an exothermic reaction. It is an exothermic reaction. It is an exothermic reaction. Very good question. Briefly describe, not explanation, briefly describe, very shortly describe, right? How to remove the following substance contained in the producing biodiesel. Okay, I separately explained the biodiesel production. The biodiesel production mean actually trans-esterification. In trans-esterification, what are the raw materials? Triglyceride and methanol. In the result of this trans-esterification reaction, it's producing glycerol and biodiesel. Additionally, it's producing soap. That's the main problem, right? Okay, that's the story. Okay, after producing this biodiesel, I told after trans-esterification reaction, this producing thick solution. This thick solution contain lot of impurities other than addition to the biodiesel. It's contain biodiesel theonomic. Biodiesel. What else? It's contain unreacted methanol. Methanol contain unreacted methanol. What else? It contain glycerol as a byproduct. glycerol. What else? තව තියෙනවා මොනවද? It's contain water because aqueous solution අපි දැම්මේ water and sodium hydroxide, right? Catalyst. ඔන්න ඔය ටික තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Okay, I explain how to remove this each compound, each impurities and separate, purify biodiesel. Hari. Do you remember how to remove methanol? Methanol we can remove by evaporation. Evaporation in low temperature. If we heat up to high temperature, biodiesel also evaporation, right? Evaporation in low temperature. Yeah, glycerol, how to remove it? Yeah, we can use separation funnel, right? Separation funnel. Oh, Buckner funnel කියලා අපි කියනවා. Separation funnel. Okay. I already explained all practicals with all practicals, right? Sodium hydroxide. How to remove sodium hydroxide? Washing with water. Water washing. Then how to remove water? Yeah, I told we have drying process. We have a specific drying process to remove water. Yeah, glycerol. No, I told, do you remember? Glycerol and biodiesel are not, they are separating layers. Therefore, easily we can separate by using separating funnel. Yeah, the water also we can use, Joel, but don't need easily separate it because biodiesel is a non-polar. It's a oil. The glycerol is aqueous solution, right? Okay, we can easily separate glycerol, not like in soap production. Soap production, we have to centrifugate and separate two layers, and we have to add sodium chloride for easy separation, right? That we call as salting. Glycerol, what's the method? Yeah, we can say adding water and separate by separating funnel. Separating funnel that we call as Buckner funnel. Separating funnel. It's a permeable funnel that we can use to separate. Water. How to remove water? How to remove water? How to remove water? Dini? How to remove water? Yeah, in the drying process. Heating and drying. Okay, this drying process, heating process need to be done in very careful condition. Why? If we heat up to high temperature, what happen? The biodiesel also evaporate. The product will be evaporated. Okay, therefore, we have to heat in low temperature. Solid particles, filtering by filter papers. Filtering. Okay, they are the methods. Okay, what is the byproduct formed by using sodium hydroxide as the catalyst here? The soap, very simple. Soap is an additional byproduct producing in the sodium hydroxide usage. Sodium hydroxide is a aqueous catalyst, that means homogeneous catalyst. Homogeneous catalyst. Homogeneous catalyst. Soap is a byproduct. Explain the effect of byproduct you mentioned in previous part above on the reaction. Explain the effect of the byproduct you mentioned in part 5. That means soap above on the reaction. Explain the effect. Effect. Okay, what happened? I write here. Explain the effect. Sodium hydroxide, like write it, part of sodium hydroxide, part of sodium hydroxide, caustic soda, react with, really write down your answers, part of sodium hydroxide react with free fatty acids. Free fatty acids present in the triglyceride. Okay, that's how it is forming. What is the effect? Then you have to explain the effect. Effect එක නහන් question එකටයි ලියන්න ඕනේ. You have to answer towards the question. What is the effect? It is effect to the, its effect to the efficiency of the production process. How to efficiency? Because some part of triglyceride convert to soap. Then what happened? For biodiesel production, it's a limitation for triglyceride. Soap හැදුන්නේ නැත්නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? If it is not producing soap, that part of triglyceride also utilized for biodiesel production, because soap is unnecessary product. Clear? Okay, its effect to the efficiency of the production process. Because because raw materials used to produce unnecessary byproduct. It's an unnecessary byproduct. Can we separate this soap layer and produce soap? No, it is very small amount. We can't produce soap by this in biodiesel production producing soap. Try transesterification producing soap. It's unnecessary. Make a foam layer, pinna layer. It's unnecessary foam layer. It's effect to biodiesel quality and production process efficiency as well. Understood? Yeah, this part I think all are correct. Sanjay, understood? Okay. Final one, name one other catalyst that don't produce side effect mentioned previous can be used instead of sodium hydroxide. Okay, we can use heterogeneous catalyst. As heterogeneous catalyst, I already given in the tube. What are the main heterogeneous catalysts? Zinc oxide and magnesium oxide are the heterogeneous catalysts. They are solid powders. Powders. That's why we call as heterogeneous catalyst. Sodium hydroxide is a aqueous solution. Zinc oxide and magnesium oxide. Zinc oxide and magnesium oxide. Okay, 2 questions done. Okay, now 9, 11. Let's complete this paper, right? essay part we have only one question. Physics question. Do you want break? Okay, before 10, I can complete this. Okay, you can take a 5-minute break and let's start 9:60. Take a 5-minute break and take some water. Come. Start 9:20. Okay, quickly complete this question, right? It's a simple question. It's a combined question. Force lesson and work energy power and rotational motion questions as well. Write the equation which can be obtained from Newton's second law of motion and define each term. Newton's second law mean Newton in second law he explained about accelerating objects, right? Accelerating objects. Accelerating object mean he explained if there are any unbalanced force act on any object. If there any unbalanced force act on any object, it is acceleration. It has acceleration. This acceleration directly proportional to the unbalanced force and acceleration inversely proportional to the mass. This is Newton's second law. According to this two relationship, we have equation F equal ma is the equation. Okay, this is the answer for question part A. Not only that, you have to define each term. You don't need to explain. Define mean what are the terms, names. What is F? F is not force. If you write force, you are wrong. F is unbalanced force or resultant force. Unbalanced force. It's always resultant force. Not the applied force. It is unbalanced or resultant force. Then think it is an object. 10 Newton, 3 Newton. Think friction 3 Newton, applied 10 Newton. Then what is the resultant force? It's only 7 because 3 Newton may reverse force, opposite force, right? Therefore, unbalanced force 7. M, mass of the object. Mass of object. A, acceleration. A, acceleration. Okay, this is the first part answer. You don't need this relationship, only equation asking. Equation and their names. Right. Next up. Okay. This type questions also. It is same as our first question. It has a complicated diagram. But the thing, clearly understand. As a story. But a crate with a mass of 400 kilogram is kept on a trolley with the mass of 100 gram. Okay, this is a trolley. The trolley mass 100 kilogram. And the crate mean a object, right? It's 400 kilogram. Located at position A. Right? On a warehouse. The trolley with crate which was initially raised. Initially mean at A point it is raised. Raised mean its velocity V equal 0 ms minus 1, right? Its velocity 0. Is pushed using uniform horizontal force to the location B. Uniform horizontal force F to the location B, and then they allowed to move freely closer to the lorry using the transportation. Then only the crate will be loaded into the lorry using crate. Only the crate. It's 400 kilogram. Only the crate will be loaded into the lorry, right? This is a B point, and yeah, it's come to the B point due to this force and loaded using crate. Consider the gravitational acceleration 10 that you already know, and the sine cos half and cos 60 also half. Yes, that you already know. Calculate the momentum. What's the meaning of momentum? The reluctance change the motion type. The momentum. The momentum. What are the two factors affect on momentum? Remember, mass and velocity. Then how to calculate the momentum? M into V. P equal M into V. P equal mv. Calculate the momentum at position A and B. If the velocity of the crate is 2 meters per second at B point. This is a B point. This is a B point. Think this is a B point. The trolley at B point. The trolley at B point. What is the velocity? V equal 2 ms minus 1. 2 ms minus 1. Okay, this type of question, you have to carefully understand the question. What is the question? Calculate the momentum at location A and B, both. It's asking both velocity momentums. Assume that no energy lost. Assume that there is no energy lost. Okay, question number 3, part B, part 1. Okay, first A point momentum. A momentum. A point momentum equal mass into velocity. Mass into velocity. Mass. Okay, what is the mass of complete trolley now? Trolley 100. Object crate 400. Then what is the total mass? What is the total mass? The total mass. The complete trolley. Yeah, it's 500. Good. 500 kilogram. The velocity at A point, it's 0. Then it is 0. 0 kg ms minus 1. Zero kg ms minus 1. B momentum. B point momentum. B point momentum mv. Again, you don't need the equation, because first question you mentioned the equation. Mass 500 kilogram. It's 2 meters per second. 1000 kg ms minus 1. This is a unit of momentum. Kg ms minus 1. Kilogram meters per second. Thousand kg ms minus 1. This is a momentum at B point. Right? Okay. If the time taken to move the crate from A to B 20 seconds, right? The time consumption to move A to B 20 seconds. Then calculate the horizontal force. Calculate the horizontal force. Yeah, it's simple. Now you have two methods. Do you remember in the tute I gave you two main methods to express the Newton's second law? Okay, I told first method, I told acceleration method, and the second method, momentum method. Yeah, now both methods you can use. The momentum method is easy one. Maybe very simple. Okay, first of all, okay, this is the first method. First of all, you can find the acceleration. Acceleration equals delta V That's the first method, acceleration method, right? Delta V over time. Now B2 velocity and A point 0. Then what is the velocity difference? 2. 2 minus 0. Divide by time 20. Then 0.1 meters per square second is a acceleration. Acceleration. Now you can use Newton's second law of equation F equal ma. Mass 500, acceleration 0.1. It is 50 Newton is the unbalanced force, the horizontal force. The 50 Newton is a horizontal force. Okay, this is the acceleration method, right? If not, we have another method, momentum method, to explain Newton's second law. Do you remember, according to momentum method, the unbalanced force equal to or directly proportional to momentum change rate. Momentum change rate means delta P, momentum change, final momentum minus initial momentum, divide by time. It's easy. Delta P means 1000 minus 0. 1000 minus 0. Divide by 20 seconds. 50 Newton. Both methods correct. Understood? Amina? Delta P mean momentum change, right? Delta mean change, P mean momentum. That's not momentum change. P is a symbol for momentum, right? Momentum change divided by time. Okay, let's move on to next one. If the distance between A and B 20 meters, calculate the work done in the above process. Now F value, you got F equal 50 Newton. F equal 50 Newton. Now the work done, I think you can remember the equation now. The work energy lesson equation. Work equal force multiplied by the displacement into force direction. Now horizontal force 50 Newton, the displacement 20 meters. It's 1000. What is the unit? What is the unit of work? It's joule. I think you can remember the definition of work. The work is a measure of energy transformation to displace an object. Displace an object. It means 1 kilojoule. 1 kilojoule. It's not compulsory. 1000 joule also correct. Okay, let's move into C part. C is the most important part. The crane weight mass 20,000 kilogram is used to lift the crane as shown in the figure. The crane with mass 20,000 is used to lift the crane as shown in the figure. The mass of the boom PR of the crane is 2000. That means boom mass 2000. See, these are S and Q are the respective point where masses of the crane and the boom are exerted. This is a crane weight acting point. Crane weight acting point. Its weight mass 20,000. That means 200,000 is 200,000 Newton. Right? 200,000 Newton. And this is a boom weight. Boom weight means boom can leave. Okay? Boom. Boom weight, its mass 20,000. M into G. It's no mass 2,000. No? 20,000 Newton. 20,000 Newton. Yeah, 200,000. Okay. Hi. exerted. Q is the midpoint of PR. Q is the midpoint of the lever midpoint. Actually, the boom is a uniform one. That's why it's midpoint acting weight. A vertical cable section mark PD is holding the crate. Yeah, PD is this cable, right? And it's going to a smooth pulley and connected P. The other end of the cable wrapped around a cylinder connected to a motor. The crate can be lifted by rotating this cylinder. Yeah, that's a lifting method. What is the work done in lifting the cable to height 3 meters? What is the work done? Okay, what is the equation? Kabir, what is the equation? What is the equation? Part C, 1. What is the equation? Yeah, we have two methods for this one as well. Okay, this is an easy method. I make a become easy, both easy. Work equal F into D, same method. Okay, what is the force? Force equal to the minimum force requirement, the weight. The weight of the object, it is 400 kilogram. Only object, only crate. Only crate is lifting, right? Without trolley. Then 400 into gravitation acceleration, 4000. Into displacement 3 meter, it's a one method. It's 12,000 joule or 12 kilojoule is a one method. If not, you have another method. Do you remember part 1 again? Optional method. Do you remember the work done by any object equal to the total mechanical energy change? Total mechanical energy change that we discussed in work energy lesson. The work done by any object equal to total mechanical energy change. Total mechanical energy means potential energy plus kinetic energy, right? Potential energy plus kinetic energy. Maybe work equal total mechanical energy means potential energy plus kinetic energy. Think initially at ground level. Make it on ground level like here. This is an object. It's moving, it's lifting to 3 meter above point. 3 meter above point. Now ground level, what is the total mechanical energy? Don't have potential energy 0 and kinetic energy. It is rest 0. Therefore, at ground level, no any total mechanical energy. At this point, it has only potential energy, not velocity 0. Therefore, no kinetic energy. Kinetic energy එකක් නැහැ. Therefore, it is only equal to at 3 meter above point total mechanical energy mgh plus, not plus, minus change total mechanical energy change. This point total mechanical energy minus this point total mechanical energy 0. mgh means potential energy, this point, right? Now mgh, mass 400, gravitational acceleration 10, height 3, 12,000 joule, 12 kilo. Both methods correct. Okay, remember work. For work, you have two equations now. Work equal force into displacement into force direction, or work equal total mechanical energy change. Total mechanical energy change means final total mechanical energy minus initial total mechanical energy. Total mechanical energy means the sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy of any point. හරිද? ඔය මතක තියාගන්න. You have to remember. Okay, understood? Janul, Amina, Dihini, Fatima. Yeah, this equation I already explained in the lesson, right? In the final part of the lesson. Yes. Okay. Calculate the length of the crane boom. It's a very simple question. Length of the crane boom. Yeah, this is a crane boom. PR. PR is the crane boom. Now this length is given. See, this point to this point equal to 10 meter. This length 10 meter. Now this angle 60 degree. Now it is right angle triangle, right? Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Second. Now it's a right angle triangle. This is a boom and it is 10 meter, 60 degree. 10 meter and PR. Now what is the trigonometric ratio? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Cos 60 equal adjacent 10 hypotenuse PR. Cos 60 already given in the question, half equal 10 over PR. Then PR equal 20 meter. PR equal 20 meter. Okay, let's go into final part. The radius of the crane cylinder used to wrap the cable is 50 centimeter. What is the torque must be applied on the cylinder to lift the crane? Okay, to calculate the torque, we have two main equations. Do you remember? That's now rotational motion. It's a combined lesson, combined question. Okay. May yeah. For calculate the torque, we have two equations. What are the equations? Tau equal FRN, tau equal I alpha. Now you have to select what is the most suitable equation. Tau equal FRN, tau equal FRN, tau equal simple life. Tau equal I alpha. But the problem, we can find moment of inertia because radius is given. Cylinder moment of inertia equation, do you remember? Half mr squared cylinder. But we can't find alpha. Therefore, this is a basic equation, right? You have to select. Tau equal FR is a basic equation because F already know. What is F? The applied F on the force on the cylinder. It is equal to the cable tension, right? It is equal to the cable tension. This is a cylinder. This is a cylinder. It's equal to the cable tension, right? Cable tension, it's 4,000 newton. 4,000 newton. 4,000 newton. 4,000 newton. These are force. These are force. 4,000 newton. Radius. Radius 50 centimeter. 50 centimeter means 0.5 meter. 0.5 into 4,000, 2,000. Torque Newton meter is a unit. Newton meter is a unit of torque. Standard unit. Torque Newton meter. Okay. They are easy. Antimaka. What is the tension on the vertical cable while carrying the plate? It's 4,000 Newton. No need calculation. Because if it is plate accelerating to upward, it is greater than 4,000. But it is uniform velocity. No, it don't have given. It's accelerating to upward. Therefore, it's 4,000 Newton. Only 4,000 Newton. Write down only 4,000 Newton. 4,000 Newton. These are tension equal 4,000 Newton. No any calculation. This is a question actually. Anyone got the answer for this one? No, I think everyone wrong. Joel, is it correct? Final part. Kabir, are you correct? Fatima? Amina? No, anyone correct? Yes, no, anyone correct? Okay, come to final part. It's the most important. And 30 marks for this question as well. Normally, evage little bit complicated questions, advanced questions, you have a lot of marks. The crane will be toppled. Toppled means rotate. Rotate. Okay. About the f-axis, when the mass of the crane exceeds a certain limit. Calculate this limit. Calculate this limit. Okay, think this is F. If we increase in the crane mass more than a certain level, this entire system will be toppled around F point. The maximum, this limit is asking. This limit is asking. Okay. Now I am going to erase this all data because it is not related to 4,000 crate. Now it is mg because we don't know what is the weight. We don't know what is the weight. Mg is it is mass m and weight mg, right? Weight mg. Now don't need this crate. I won't add that. It is not 4,000 now. Now you can draw a simple diagram, right? You can draw a simple diagram for easy calculate the question. For this question, think. Now, this is the f-axis. This is the f-axis. And 3 meters away from the x-axis, 3 meters away from the x-axis, there is a perpendicular force. It's a weight of the crane. It is 200,000 Newton. That's already there. 200,000 Newton. 200,000 Newton. It's 3 meter away. 3 meter away. It's a perpendicular force. Right? And left side from the F point, there is 10 meter axis up to mg. 10 meter axis up to mg. 10 meter axis up to mg. Right? It's 10 meter. 10 meter. It's mg. mg. Not only that, the boom weight also affected on this system. It is in him. This is the weight of the boom. 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 It is 20,000 because 2,000 kilogram. It's 20,000 Newton weight. 20,000 is the weight of the boom. 20,000. It's midpoint, and this axis also it's midpoint because it's right angle triangle. Then it is 5 meter. 5 meter වලින් තියෙනවා 20,000 20,000 Newton. 5 meter. It's another 5 meter. Okay, that's stored. That's stored. Okay. Now, what is the theory? What is the lesson? Force lesson, moment of forces, right? If it is balanced system, I told, if it is balanced system, clockwise, the sum of clockwise moment of forces is equal to sum of anti-clockwise moment of forces. In clockwise, only one force, clockwise. Both anti-clockwise, right? Anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. එහෙනම් අපි ගමු clockwise movement if it is at balance stage, at equilibrium or balance. Equilibrium. At equilibrium, clockwise movement of forces 200,000 into 3 equal to the sum of anti-clockwise 20,000 into 5, 20,000 into 5 plus we discussed many questions, examples, right? Mg into, what's the distance? Kabir. Mg into normally moment of force equal F into D, right? Force into perpendicular distance to the fixed point. Yes, it is 10, not 5, because this point to rotating point, this point rotating point is 10. 200,000 into 3, 600,000, 6 lakhs. 20,000 into 5, 100,000. 10 mg. 100,000 get into this side, it's 500,000. 10 mg. 0 to 0 cancel. Mg equal 50,000. Mg equal 50,000 Newton. Mg equal 50,000 Newton. But I want the question asks for the hand. When the mass exceeds certain limit, this limit asking the mass 100, then the gravitational acceleration 10. Then mg weight equals 50,000 mean m equal 5,000 kilogram. 5,000 kilogram. Okay, I got answer 5,000 kilogram. Any doubt? Dihini, understood? Kabir, Fatima, Joel, Sanijay. Okay, that's the end of exam number 5. I will send you MCQ mark schemes correct answers into a group. Then you can go through. Next, tomorrow we doing natural products extraction part, solvent extraction, distillation, all methods you can doing practically one by one, and pressing with wax. It was chromatography techniques, paper chromatography, thin layer chromatography, and column chromatography. That's a tomorrow lesson. After tomorrow lesson, we have very small part, purification method, that we can discuss Friday, and within this week we can complete natural products. And tomorrow you can find your tubes. Yesterday I posted. Tomorrow you can collect. Okay, that's all for today. Let's meet tomorrow evening. Do you have any doubt? No. Okay, let's meet tomorrow. Goodbye, good night.